Okay, we should be live now. We are. Alright, sorry about that. Right before we ended the stream, and Danger Dog actually was in there with us, and then unfortunately, hopefully he comes back. Hopefully everyone else that was watching does come back. I'm gonna go on Twitter real fast.
Let everyone know that we're here.
Yes. Let people know that we're here.
Come back.
Exactly, come back. Yeah, technical difficulties. Come watch here.
And when you're in a hurry, you...
Right, exactly. Yes. No. You're
everything is not working.
No, everything's not working. But what's going on? We are here, and our audio should be working this time. Sorry for last time. That was just unfortunate. But we are here, and we're giving you the weekly news. We got some really cool stuff and some really weird stuff too.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. Wait till you get to the weird stuff. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, we do have some Super 7 stuff going.
We're close to Halloween. We have to have some weird stuff.
Exactly. You're absolutely right about that. And we're but this week on our full audio podcast, we will be talking about the episode Michelangelo Toys Around, which is very fitting for us, because most of our time when we do the news, we talk about the toys. Yes, exactly. So Mikey's gonna have his own version of toys and everything. But just for you guys know, I am Jason Zohail.
And my name is Anna.
And every week we look at each of the episodes and break it down. And also we have a news section. And this right here live is the news section. And so let's go ahead and get started with the news for this week. The first thing I actually want to talk about, which it was announced, I don't know, I think at least a couple of weeks ago, and I just forgot. I just keep forgetting to mention it. But when I show it to you, you're gonna know exactly what it is. So it's the Arcade 1-Up Countercade. They announced it for Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you guys don't know what this is, so there's the Arcade 1-Up, which is basically a replica of the arcade. And if you want to see our review, what we think about it, you can
check our YouTube channel.
Yeah, check our YouTube channel. We did a full review on it. It was really fun. I mean, and I like the arcade a lot. A few months ago, we talked about the new Turtles in Time arcade, which is that same arcade, different design for Turtles in Time. But also they added new features and everything. This is for you budget-friendly people, or people who are in an apartment who doesn't have room. Because I have a lot of friends who are like, I want this, but I just don't have room for it.
Yes.
This is Arcade 1-Up's Countercade, and they had these for other arcades, but this is the first time they're doing it for multiplayer. Because before, the Countercades were just one player. Now they're they're expanding out to 2-player. Now this is the unfortunate thing with Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, is 4-player, and this version is only 2-player. So if you get this one, you're only have 2 people playing.
But still, it's fun.
Yes, it's still fun. This game is really designed to be played with a friend. I like, with friends. I mean, that's like the best way to play this game. To me, the interesting thing is that um, what they did for the two-player is that one of the players is like the one of the joysticks is green, the other one is red.
Uh-huh.
I think that's just to represent like the original like headband colors. Like
Yes.
yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So I yesterday we just got ours. Not we didn't get Ninja Turtles because I already had Ninja Turtles. But I got it for Marvel Superheroes, one of my favorite arcade games growing up. And things I can like tell you that's in this arcade that like it's actually kind of cool. There's a headphone jack, so you can like so you can like while you're playing, you can actually like like not like disturb everyone else.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's a cool feature. Not only there's a headphone jack for player one, there's a USB port on the other side. So if you have a USB headphone, you can use that, or you can have like one person have if you have like two people that want to listen to it, you can actually have both of them have two headphones. You just have to have two different connections for it. Also, the second player, if they don't want to use the arcade stick, they can actually plug in a USB controller.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you can they can plug in a USB controller. The only thing that would have like I kind of wish they kind of made this a little more custom for Ninja Turtles, where they had it where you could plug in two extra controllers, and then that way you can have four people play. That would have been a great compromise, so you can have that four player. Unfortunately, you can't really have that. And the uh, other things like just to let you guys know, this is smaller than the top half of a regular arcade one up thing. Anna, when she saw it, she was like, "Oh, that's a lot smaller than she expected it to be." Like this is really good for like like portability. Like it's not like a portable thing because it's not like you can like let me go play it on the couch. You can't. It's not that portable. But if it's like one of the,
is it heavy?
it's not heavy, but it's just like it's not like comfortable like to but it's one of those like okay, I feel like playing it in the kitchen. Like you can go to the kitchen, or if like there's no counter space there, let me play in the bedroom. You can move it there, or if you just want to bring it to a buddy's house, this is much easier to bring than trying to bring a full like arcade one up. Because when you have the arcade one up machine, like that is going to be its permanent fixture.
Yeah, then your friends have to come.
Yeah, then your friends have to come. Like this is like yeah, and this is just more of like if you just want to like you want to share it and you just want to like if you don't have like much space or you don't have a dedicated space but you still want that arcade feel for it. The retail price on these are $230. Oh, and the marquee also lights up. The top part it lights up. Which it's a nice added bonus which I'm still like so arcade one up it did actually made an upgrade for the regular arcade Ninja Arcade to have that part light up, but as soon as they made it available it got sold out like immediately. I'm still like waiting on that because they said they're gonna bring in more. I mean it's been like almost a year now. I haven't seen any restocks on it, but I really want that part light up.
I like that they chose the color red and green.
Yes, I do too. I like that they chose the color red and green. Now this is like one of those like if now Arcade One Up is right now the only official way to get these arcade games. Nowhere like you can actually download and purchase these arcade games. Now I know there's other ways that people have been getting these arcade games. Like but if you want it official, this is the only way to get it. Now I am gonna say like if you're buying it just for the games itself, it is like a little pricey. I always like tell people like this is something like if you were really into the arcade and you just want that arcade feel, and especially like it has the art and everything that came with the arcade itself. This is a really good purchase. And then also like this is like for people. Now, I mean, if I had a choice between this and the 4-player one, I'd definitely choose the 4-player one. I mean, I did choose the 4-player one, to be honest. Um, it's just that, but I would say that like if you're just looking like, oh, I just want it for the games. Like, I mean, even though these are the only official ways to get these, it is a little pricey just for 2 games. But this is like you have to keep in the mindset of like, okay, this is just more of like I want that arcade feel. I want to be able to play it with like a buddy and everything. Uh, yeah.
For me, what I like about it is that it saves a space.
Yes, it saves space. That's a good thing about it. Also, just to let you guys know, the screen is like 8 inches tall. And it's actually, to be honest, like how close you are to it, it's actually a pretty good a pretty good screen. I personally I really like the one I have. Like it's really fun. And yeah. But for those of you who doesn't want to spend $600 currently on the new pre-order, but you want the arcade and you want the arcade experience, but you don't have the space for it, this is a really great alternative. Yeah, I think the only way that this would have made this better if it was Wi-Fi, so that way at least you can actually play with 4 people.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, because like the new Ninja Turtle arcade will be Wi-Fi, so you can actually play with other people around the world. Yeah, like if they just made that one, they made just that one portable. Like, all right, we're gonna talk about something like really strange that I'm so surprised it's officially licensed, because when I first saw these, I just thought like I really thought like this is like someone like made these. We're gonna look at these figures right here. All right, we are looking at the Ninja Turtle Cross Punk Drunkers figures. Yes. All right, and for you guys on the audio podcast, the best way I can describe it is that these are Ninja Turtle figures.
They look like human.
They have like human faces, and the human faces are like screaming.
They're very creepy.
They are really creepy. Yes. Like I said, when I saw these, like I was like these are officially licensed. First things first, this is officially licensed. Viacom approved of these. Now.
But they're for collectible.
They are definitely for collectibles, and they are definitely for the people who like punk drunkers. Because for us, this is like crazy, insane, but at the same time, we're not Japanese. We're not Japanese like fashionistas, so we don't know what this is. But so I went and like researched this because I was like, okay, I need to know the story of it. All right, so there's 4 figures, one of each turtle. Each of these figures, they're about 12 inches tall, and each of them come with a slice of pizza. So when you get all 4, you get to make a whole pizza, and each slice of pizza actually comes with like there's a mask on like the pizza slice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like it's a really like strange design. All right, here's where like the big turnoff is.
It's like when you have bad dreams.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the big turnoff I will say about this. Each figure is $130.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Now, like I said, they are like they're 11 and a half inches tall, so they're like they're pretty tall. They're almost a foot tall, but still, that's a little.
Because you can definitely not have one if you want to have.
Right. If you want to have it, you have to have all 4.
Yeah.
No, I agree. So let me. So I researched because I really was like, okay, what is this?
If you want 4 of them, is like $400.
It's like $520.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow, and that's like without the international stuff.
You add a little money to it and then buy an arcade.
Exactly. You can get either the Turtles arcade, the Turtles in Time arcade, or you can get these figures. You get to choose. Oh gosh. So yeah, like so about these. in Japan, there is a Japanese like fashion brand, which are called Punk Drunkers, and one of the symbols is like a guy screaming like this, and that's why the turtles had that face. What Punk Drunkers they sell clothes. They sell like high end clothes, and it's supposed to be a mix between Japanese and Western culture for the outfits. So, like this is like pretty big in that region, and like those people like know what this is. Obviously, us as Westerners, we don't we don't have these. But yeah, that company was able to do like a cross brand promotion with Viacom with Ninja Turtles, to release these figures. Right. Yeah. No. It's for us it makes no sense, but like, it does kind of make sense for like the people who know the brand.
Yeah, I have like the copyright was very expensive. That.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the copyright's very expensive. I'm pretty sure those clothes in general are expensive itself. And like, why would a clothing company that sells expensive clothes like sell cheap figures?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a brand. It's a brand that obviously us Westerners we don't get, but other countries do get. Obviously, it has to be successful because they like if they weren't successful, there's no way they could have gotten a deal with like Viacom to make these Ninja Turtle figures. Right. So yeah. Now personally, I'm gonna say this. I can personally say I am not adding these to my collection. There are things like maybe if I knew what that brand was, maybe, but still not my cup of tea. The turtles' faces are a little too freaky for me.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Yeah. All right, but let's talk about figures that Jason is going to add to his collection because Super7 announced their Wave 6 Ninja Turtle Ultimate figures, which we're still waiting on Wave 4 to be delivered. But here's what Wave 6 looks like.
It's very fun.
Yes, they're very fun.
That's Mikey?
Yes, that's Mikey. That's the sewer surfing Mikey. We also have Ace Duck, Slash, and Scratch. And don't worry, I'm gonna get to you with Scratch because because I know you don't know Scratch. No. And yeah, exactly. We're gonna get into Scratch when we get.
Scratch is the dog.
Scratch is the cat. No. You remember Ace Duck? He was in like 3 seconds of a. He was in 3 seconds of an episode, and therefore, like he has an action figure and like super popular that both NECA and Super7 are making figures of.
Okay, who is that? Scratch? Is it?
Yeah. No. We'll get to Scratch first. We're gonna break it down because not only we have these 4, we also have a Mouser pack. It just wasn't pictured in their group right there. So first, we're looking at the Mouser pack. It's a pack of 5 Mousers. These look pretty much like the same exact Mouser that came with the Baxter Stockman Super7 figure. Mm-hmm. If you remember, ours glows in the dark because we got the glow in the dark one.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 of them has face.
2 of them are battle damaged. Oh. And then the other 3 are like just the regular ones. They also come with a slice of pizza. They come with a rat with a ninja headband on. They come with a canister ooze. Only 2 turtles. I don't know why not 4 turtles. I guess Super7 is hoping that people will order like 2 of them. They also come with like a remote control. What Baxter and Shredder used to use for that one episode they're in. And then they also come with 2 size that so this is like the 4th set of size. If you have the Raphael figure, like you'll have 4 like set of size with this. If you also have this, and I believe the battle damage Mouser is like the size you can like make it like fit into those holes in the face. Yeah. So I mean, personally, personally, I wish it was like 2 more turtles. And I'm gonna be honest, like I think the size are kind of a waste, only because Raphael came with like the Raphael figure, Super 7 figure came with like 3 set of size. I'm like no other figure came with like that many sets of their weapons.
Probably, as you said, they put it to use for the masters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, if you ever lose those size, you have like so many extras. So now we're gonna look at Mikey. I used to own this figure. This was like one of my favorite figures like growing up. It's Michelangelo.
He has crab?
He has a crab. Yes. Oh gosh. Okay. So yes, Michelangelo comes with a crab. He also comes with the buzzsaws. And what's cool is that so in the original figure, like the sunglasses was molded onto his head. This one you can actually make the sunglasses removable.
Oh.
He comes with 2 different faces. So he has one like his action figure face from the original figure, and then he has one where he's sticking his tongue out. Oh yeah. He also has these like little like things that's supposed to go at the end of the surfboard. I don't know what they call it, like because I'm not a surfer. We don't live in an area that has surfing in it. So, like, but I know that the surfboards have these, like, they hang it off of a rope. But they also have that. His nunchucks, if you look at his nunchucks, they're, like, all, like, Sewers themed. So, what I loved about this figure, he had the surfboard. I didn't mention he has the surfboard with Cowabunga spelled with a K for some reason. I always thought that was weird because everywhere else was spelling it with a C, and then this surfboard came out with a K. But one of my favorite things was
Mikey
that.
wrote it?
Yeah, probably Mikey wrote it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this crab. You can put this crab at the end of the surfboard. And so, like, he's, like, riding at the end of the surfboard. You can also put the buzzsaw at the end of the surfboard as well.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah. Oh, and then you can also have, like, Mikey riding. But I always had Mikey, like, riding with the crab at the end of the surfboard. So
that's cool.
Yeah, really cool. This one is, like, a favorite figure that a lot of people used to own.
This is something I would buy.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't worry. It's been pre-ordered. Also, just to let you know, the original figure also has this, but this one has it where he has like little like dolphins, like just tiny little dolphins like coming out of his shoulder and arms. It's really cute. They're
that's
yeah. The detail and the things that they molded on this figure was really cool. Like, and I can't wait because Super 7 like paints all the stuff because the original figure, like, that stuff wasn't painted on, so you kind of like, that's what that is. That's what that is. So it'll be really cool to see it pop. This way, like, with all those sea creatures like on him. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is Ace Duck. This is okay. So Ace Duck is always like a weird one because, as I mentioned before, he was in the show for like 2 seconds. Like, he sounded like Donald Duck. And then, like, that was it. They didn't really, like...
So why they even made a toy of?
I don't know.
People liked it?
People liked it. Well, it's just like, they made a toy, and then, like, the toy came before he showed up in the show. Then he finally showed up in the show, and it was, like...
2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah, exactly. And you're kind of like, wait, is there more to him? And, like, now the comics had him more. Now, personally, I like the cartoon and toy design more than the comic design, because the comic they made him into like this big buff wrestler kind of guy, and then but like the comic, but the toy and the cartoon they had him as a pilot, and like the toy even has his own like bio thing, like he was a pilot, then he got mutated into a duck, like so like he's always been like kind of like Launchpad.
Yes, he looks so much like Launchpad.
A lot like Launchpad, just not a seagull. Just like, just the regular duck. It's like almost like they took like the concept of like Donald Duck, made his feathers yellow, gave him wings, and gave him like the Launchpad motif. But yeah, so this figure comes with 2 guns. He also comes with the pilot hat. It's kind of interesting to me because he also has a interchangeable jacket, so you can actually change his leather jacket. And like from what we're seeing here, like it looks like the jacket just has the turtle symbol on the back, which the original figure I believe had. I don't know if there's any other differences from that. And he also comes with six painted egg bombs, and then like just like all like the other Super 7 figures where they come with the painted weapons, then they come with like the weapons on the rack. So if you if you lose any egg bombs, you're gonna like have like plenty of extra egg bombs for this character. Now, to me, the most interesting part of this figure is the alternate head. Because if you look at the alternate head, he has a cigar in his mouth. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It brings more character.
Yeah, it brings more character. The only thing when I was like looking for this, because there's really not much. So with Ace Duck, like they can kind of, he's almost like a blank slate, or they can just kind of put any character they want in there. Mm-hmm. Because he really other than the comics, he didn't really have much character. Mm-hmm. Like especially like this version. The only thing I found with Ace Duck with a cigar in his mouth was there was a IDW Comics cover with that. And then the only thing I'm thinking is because so Marvel has a character, Howard the Duck. He's that space duck. And before Disney bought Marvel, and because when Disney bought Marvel, no one can smoke anymore. Like that, smoking was like outlawed in all Marvel comics after that. But before Disney bought it, Howard the Duck would be smoking cigars, and so I think that's the inspiration of the cigar in the alternate head. Yeah. So, but this right here, like obviously, if you guys don't own any of the Super 7 figures, the bottom of the figure says this is not a toy, and like I'm sure that's how they're getting away with this cigar.
Yes, that's what I was surprised.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was definitely.
But on the jacket, he has a shell.
Yeah. So on the jacket, he has an alternate jacket. You can actually change the jacket, and I don't know. We don't know what's in the back of the other jacket. But Pirate Steven came in and just said that ducks greater than turtles. No, turtles so much greater than. Thanks, Pirate.
So on time.
yes. It was like he knew that we were going to talk about this, and he was like, "Oh, let me bring this up." But yeah, no, the jacket, like I think the other leather jacket is just blank, and they just put this jacket has like the turtle symbol in the back of this jacket, and the original figure, I believe, because I never owned the original figure, I believe had that turtle symbol in the back of his jacket. But that's Ace Duck. Let's all right. I'm gonna bring up this character, honey. Do you know who this character is?
No.
You know what? Because guess what? No one knows who this character is. All right. No. All right. So I'm gonna explain. So this is Scratch the cat. And he also comes with his Jailbird, which is another figure. Now, Scratch is not in any of the comics. He's not in any of the cartoons. Now, so I didn't realize this. Someone did point this out to me. So because I did, like I first mentioned, he wasn't in any of the video games. He is in a Game Boy video game, and like one of the Game Boy. There's like 3 like black and white or black and green Game Boy games, and he's in one of them. I believe he's in the 3rd one, like as a boss. Like, but yeah, the thing is like why Super 7 made this figure. He is one of the last like Ninja Turtle figures to be made, and at that time, like that was like when like the kids weren't buying as many Ninja Turtles because they're all distracted by Power Rangers by that point. So they didn't make many of these figures. And the thing is that like with this like figure, like they it became very like highly sought after because how valuable this figure got. And that's actually why like Super7 got inspired to do this figure. I mean, I've come to the, like, now I did pre-order this because I have no desire to go after the original figure because I have no connection to this character. But the fact is, like, I can get it from Super7. It's $55. Like, that's so much cheaper than what's the asking rate of the original figure is. But yeah, like, again, like, this is a character that they can kind of just go, like, another blank slate character that kind of can do their own thing because he literally has, like, nothing other than a video game. Like, he's just known for being super expensive and the collectors are wanting to get him.
So there's, he doesn't show up in cartoon?
No, he's not going to show up in the cartoons. We're never going to see this guy, in any of the 193 episodes that we're watching the show. Yeah, it's just that, like, but the thing is like, do you remember at the end of the 2012 series there was that Muckman figure, and that Muckman figure started getting like really high because at that time that was like when Playmates was retiring the 2012 figures. Like, imagine that, but with a character that never showed up in the show. And that's basically what Scratch is. But yeah, Scratch has an alternate head. His alternate head is actually his like non-Playmates figure head is actually kind of fun. I like that. He also has this cake gun. It's like a gun that's like inside a cake. Very fitting. He does come with the bird Jailbird, who also has like the prison garb on him. He also comes with a sack full of money. He comes with a fish. He comes with a hammer. He comes with a nail, like a file, so he can like break out of jail.
So all these things are random. No one knows any story about it.
I'm sure the original figure had a story on the back of it, but it's just that like no one actually like and he was actually created by he was like the person who created him also created like other characters from the show. I'm sure this was like, hey, this is like we're gonna bring this character to an episode, but they just never did. It was probably like a failed pitch idea, but they still made the action figure. Because there's a lot of these, like, this is not the only mutant figure that did. There's other mutant ones that also did. It's just that this is the one that's like really hard to find. Right. And then the last one I want to talk about is the figure I was looking forward to the most ever since Super7 started announcing that they're doing these Ultimate figures. This is the figure that I wanted, and I couldn't wait. And that Slash. Slash is one of my favorite action figures. And I think, okay, the action figure Slash looks so much better than what he does in the show. And by the way, he's voiced by your friend, Pat Fraley.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his voiced by Pat Fraley. Slash comes with his weapon.
This is going to be my favorite character.
Oh, you're going to love this character. You will love this character. But yeah, Slash comes with the 4 classic weapons that he came with, the twisted up dagger, his spiked nunchuck, his mace, and his like spiked knife. He also comes with a sword that's also kind of twisted up. That wasn't in the original figure. He also has 3 throwing stars. One of them looks like the regular Ninja Turtle throwing star, and then the other 2 is like more of like a curved throwing star. He also comes with 2 grenades. He comes with the alternate face. I love both the faces. Both the faces are like, I mean, it's kind of hard to choose like which of these 2 faces I like better. And then like he comes with a bunch of hands. I mean, this is a really cool. I cannot wait for this figure. Usually my rule with Super7 figures is always, if I have the figure carded, I usually skip the Super 7 version. And this one I have carded. This one I have it loose. This one I have it complete. But I definitely pre-ordered this one only because, like, how much I love this figure, and I cannot wait to have a more modern take of it. Glad that Super 7 like made this one. Uh,
It looks fun.
yes, yes, very fun. I can't wait for this. Yeah, and then that's all of the figures that Super 7 is bringing us. You can pre-order them right now. You can also, if you need to pre-order link, check the description on the video. And we have the pre-order thing there, so you can pre-order all of them or whichever figures you want. Like I know a lot of people like to pick and choose the Super 7 figures. But yeah, all of them look great. I mean, I even pre-ordered Scratch, even though like I have like no emotional connection to Scratch. But that is everything that we have for the news this week. Thank you for everyone who joined us. Even I'm gonna even say thank you to Pirate Steven, even though he came out and said ducks is greater than turtles, which is like totally not totally untrue statement, Pirate Steven. And you know this, but you know he's a friend of the show. We will allow this. All right. Just a reminder: the full audio podcast comes out this Thursday, and we were talking about the episode Michelangelo Toys Around. Thanks everyone who joined us, and we will see you guys next time. All right. Till next time, guys. See ya.